What's going on YouTube? Scoutdos here, and today we're going to do a little bit of a different video. The camera is not in my hand, you guys are over there, and we're going to talk about the E36 Project Incognito today. So let me grab up what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about the build process that I want to go through, kind of like the build list and ideas that I have for the car. So I'm going to throw up something right here, and you guys can follow along with me. I'm going to read it off my phone because I can't remember it all, even though it's not a whole heck of a lot. So this is the Project Incognito brainstorming is what I called it, and I wanted to start off with the simple things. So simple things right at the top are the tints and fixing exterior trim. Tints obviously because it's sunny and it's summertime and I can't deal with the black interior always being hot, so I want to fix that and get some nice tints on it. Probably going to do something similar that I have onto the Jeep. Fixing the exterior trim, there's some pieces on my trim that are just shot. They have like rust on them, and I think I've showed you guys those before, but I will show you guys those again in this video just so you can kind of see what pieces I'm trying to fix. I put this as exterior too, even though, because obviously it is exhaust. This car, it's quiet. I like it like it is, but I think I'm going to do either a muffler delete or a more free-flowing muffler. I'm not going to do a whole catback system. A catback system is quite expensive for this car, and I don't really think it needs it. I just think it needs a little more rumble, so maybe a different aftermarket exhaust. If you know something like an aftermarket exhaust for this car, because I can't really seem to find something that is just like bits and pieces, let me know down in the comments, or you can send it to my business email. Now this is the big thing that came up, and this is the main portion of the video I wanted to talk about: coilovers. So I was talking to my buddy last week, and he was like, I think the car would need coilovers if you want to do what's at the bottom of the list, which is the over fenders, which I will get to. But the coilovers is a big part of this car build probably now. So I've been looking at some coilovers, and it kind of looks like I'll be going with these right here, the BC Racing coilovers. My buddy said they're really good coilovers, and they seem to be used amongst all the professionals. I've been watching a lot of Formula Drift, and that's the sponsor of them, so I assume these coilovers are amazing. Never had coilovers on a car. Never actually been in a car with coilovers, I don't think. My buddy, Chris, I don't know if I've been in your car since you've had the coilovers on it, so I need a ride. This is your calling. So that is going to be a big thing that I'm going to do with this car. I'm going to do coilovers, because the fitment on it is kind of iffy right now, and I'll show you that as well when we're done talking here. Rims and tires. This is something that I've been thinking about since I've gotten the car. I was going to get NKJ10 17x7s with positive 38 offset. And if you don't know what those look like, they're right here. But I think with the over fenders, I already have a set of rims that I will show you guys, and also put something up on my Instagram and my Twitter so you guys can comment and let me know your ideas. But I will try to pull a wheel out so you guys can kind of see what I already have. You've seen these wheels already. If you remember the Camaro video like over a year ago, you see these wheels already. These wheels will not fit this car. They will have to be modified a little bit, but I can make that work. I think they'll look nice, but I haven't actually looked yet, so we'll look together for the first time today. This leads me to the Big Duck Club over fenders. These over fenders are something that I was looking at when I was talking to my buddy, and he was like, if you want something wider, this is the way to go. So now my big thing with this is cutting the body, and it'll be a multi-part series probably, cutting the body and whatnot. And more and more I think about it, the more and more I want to do this because of what the passenger side of the car looks like. I have some bubbling paint that I'll show you guys, and it makes me think all of a sudden, and I have a dent on that side of the car as well, that I should just go forward with it, because if the car already needs body work, you might as well just go for it and do some over fenders as well. So it'll end up becoming a multi-part series, probably like 5 videos at least, because I'm thinking of, I have body work to do, I have dents to pull out, I have, the fitment and the overview. I have so much to do with that alone, so if I do that, it will become a many-part series with this car. And it's summertime now, so it's actually a good time to do it and think about doing it. So that is a lot of the exterior stuff. There's a couple more things that I did not write down, and I do not remember them. But if I remember them, I'll either make a separate video about them, or it'll just be introduced in other videos in the series. So now to the interior, which is really simple and not as exciting, but the shift boot, and now I've showed you guys that before. The shift boot is torn to shreds. I already have one on order, and we'll be replacing that in a video. And then the knob. For those of you that don't know, I don't think this is an E36 shift knob from factory, but the knob in this, every time I drive the car around, I end up yanking it off. Not that I'm like shifting really hard or anything, it's just not on there very tight. And I need to replace that. I don't also like the feel of it. A couple other things. Some things I've done off camera. was doing amp bypass kind of. I have a new radio in the car. That led to me needing to fix a speaker in the car. I have blown out speakers in the driver's door. I think they're just small tweeters, so it shouldn't be too bad. I don't know if they'll become a video or not, or they'll just be part of a video, but I'm going to be replacing those. And then the seat, as I showed you guys in the intro video introducing Project Incognito, if you haven't seen that, the link is down in the description. But I need to fix the seat, and I've just realized that because it was so hot that the previous person had put tape on the seat, the tape is melting and it ruined a couple of my shorts. So I will be getting the seat reupholstered very soon. So that is the list. The tints, so exterior, let's go over again. Exterior is going to have tints, fixed trim pieces, exhaust coilovers, rims and tires, or wheels and tires, or wheels, or whatever you want to call it, and the big Duck Club over fenders. That is all of it. A lot of money in here, so we'll be doing this slowly but surely. We're going to start off with the simple things like fixing exterior pieces, tint, and maybe a couple other things in the meantime. And then the interior, the shift boot, and the speakers and the seats. Some of these things might not be videos, such as the speaker and the seats, but I'd have no idea. Like I said, we're working on things like that. So now let me show you around the car a little bit more, and why the big Duck Club over fenders became more of an idea, and the wheels and tires I have. Okay, like I said, I would show you guys why the big Duck Club over fenders are becoming a little more of a thing now. And it happens to be, I don't know if you could see it, but it happens to be right around here. See this big paint bubble? And there's a couple smaller ones popping up here. And I even think there's a couple higher ones, but there's also like dents, and then obviously this dent here. If I pull this out, it's gonna just be ugly. So if you guys, it's really in there. So that's why I was thinking of really getting forward to it. But to do this, you need to cut like this whole arch out, which honestly, if I'm gonna be doing body work at that point, I don't think I'm too scared to cut the car anymore. But it is definitely something I want to think about. So if we go further back, the fitment of this car, it's kind of monster trucking up in the front here. It's hard to tell, but you guys think you guys can kind of see it, and then we'll just go forward. I could fit my whole hand. It's 5 fingers. We're back here. There's something happened back here, and I can't even, like, it's just like right there. Like the fitment is all over the place on this car. So I totally agree with people. I think I need coilovers. So, and the paint on this car is pretty shot. I have somebody coming home soon that is going to go over some paint stuff with me, and maybe we're going to pick a paint color. But to the shed now to go look at wheels. If y'all have been watching the channel for over a year or so now, you'll remember these wheels right here. These are these Battle ADRs. I can't even remember what they're actually called, but they're still in my possession. I have the whole set still. I'll put the specs up on the screen because I don't remember them. But I've had these wheels for probably 2 years now. I tried selling them, but it wasn't really going over well. And then I thought maybe they'll look good on the car. Once they become re-drilled, these aren't the correct bolt pattern. So let's bring them over to the car and see what they would look like. Okay, so obviously these are gigantic. This has like a 235 on it, and it's an 18. But I think those would look pretty sweet. Let's back it up a little bit. Maybe get a little low. Now I think these would be sweet, but I think they might be too wide. Obviously, I'm gonna put them on the car. These are, I think they're 8.5 wide on the front. I don't really remember. And the rear's a 9.5. But with over fenders, I think they would look pretty good. What I might do is, to make this a little bit easier, I might get these tires unmounted, just so I have the rims, and I could much easier put the rims on the car to see what they would look like, and I'll put a picture up. But I don't think this looks too bad. I think these would fit the style of the car, even if they're just beginner wheels for now. I think this would be a good choice. Let me know what you think down in the comments. But I've had these wheels for a while. They were gonna go on the Camaro. We will be starting this up soon. A video might be coming soon. Car needs all new brakes, but we'll talk about that in another video. I don't think these look too bad, but obviously I can't get them on the car right now because they're way too big. Let me know what you think. But that is going to be it for this video today. So don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share the video with friends. And remember, every day is an adventure. Until next time, peace.